You ready to go?
Ready to roll?
Shit.
Got me in the mood now, brother.
Oh,
We can't do anything but have a show now. You got me in the mood.
Oh, making noise in the kitchen, eh?
Damn right. Salud, eh?
You know what I'm saying? Another day, another dollar. Making noise in the kitchen. What it do, everybody? I am your boy, Carlo Banga, a.k.a. Don Perignon. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know me like that?
Don Perignon, you the man.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
the man. And everybody knows me as Mario Matt. You know, Mario Rio Raro.
The senator.
The senator, exactly. Thank you. Listen, thank you.
What they do? What they
Got
do?
you out there, too.
Interesting week, eh?
Oh, good Lord. It couldn't get any funnier or comical.
Oh, God. And in the political side of things, it's like hitting the fan, I guess. Well, if you're a Trumpster, but I mean, there's countdowns everywhere I look. There are countdowns. Every news organization, there's like a little timer, and it says 33 days. I think we got left, something like that, right?
Something like that. Yeah. It's, okay, so the 20th, so less than 30 days, right? Because we're already what's today's date? Today is the 20th.
Yeah.
The 20th to the 20th. He's got 30 days left, brother. So
Damn.
Exactly.
Clean cutting out of here.
So I hope he's packing, because if he's not packing, people are going to be packing for him. That's for sure.
I asked the Trump supporter today if you think is he going to stay in that office and have to get forced out. He said, "Yeah, I think he's going to stay." But he said it's gonna be legal.
No, there's no way. There's no way. Whoever's even thinking that is listen. If something like that happens in the United States at this point, it is an overthrow of the government. Nothing less, nothing more than an overthrow of the government. And to me, I don't know why they're not even talking treason so far, because you're sitting in the Oval Office talking about calling out the National Guard and talking about turning, people into criminals for doing the right thing.
Yeah, by was that martial law?
Yep, we've got an issue, and I don't think people are going to stand for it. I keep on telling you about that Civil War. It's coming sooner than we think. If this guy does what you're talking about, we're going to see that a lot sooner than I predicted. But
Oh my Lord.
Yep.
Oh my Lord.
The Trumpster hasn't learned his lesson. He hasn't learned his lesson. This is a joke for him. It's still a joke for him. It's a $617 million joke for him. That's the money that Jared, his own son-in-law, has said that they've taken out of the funds for re-election funds and election funds and all this kind of stuff, and have split it up amongst the family themselves. $617 million, folks. I'm sure a lot of this money that was donated by you all out there. I can't say it was donated by me, because hell no. But yeah, you guys should be feeling hurting about that. Not only that, but the additional $200 and almost $50 million that have been raised so far.
Hold on, man. Let's do this right.
All right. Hey, listen, I'm just throwing it out there. Listen, that's what I do.
Let's do this shit right,
This
man.
is the thing. I'm almost done now. Get me a mic, somebody.
Real's news, man. Come on. What the fuck going on? You trying to tell me this Trump guy is stealing people's money?
Dude, that's what the whole bag is for. Listen, I had told somebody at the beginning of all this, I said, Trump's not in it to win the election. He's in it to rip off the money that's donated to the election. That, I mean, when you're talking about, one of the most expensive elections in history, there was a lot of money going through these campaign committees.
Man, I asked the Trump supporter today. It's my homeboy. I have a lot of homeboys as Trump supporters.
Lord,
but
you're hanging around the wrong places.
Hey, I asked him today. I said, how do you feel about Trump stealing the supporters' money for the campaign? He was like, I hope it's not true, because I'm one of those people. I was like, what, nigga? So, what, you sent money? And he said, yeah, he sent like $25 or some shit like that for the Trump whole campaign. I was like,
Well, listen, you are one of many people that have fallen to this charade called the Trump Campaign Committee. It's a way for the family to get richer than they already are. It's all about greed. Talk about cleaning the swamp. He added to the swamp.
So what I heard last night, or what I seen on the news report, so they made a shell company, and I guess they veered all that money through and then separated it equal ways throughout the family themselves.
Throughout the family, isn't that lovely? There's people out here trying to get $600 from the government for stimulus package,
and these niggas got 618.
Right? Now think about that, folks. This is not me making up these numbers. This is actual numbers. This is actual money that was transferred from account to account. I'm not making these numbers up. You know, they're trying to give us $600 for a stimulus package. Meanwhile, they're walking away with $600 million.
Isn't that just so
million?
Isn't that a coincidence?
Just adds up that way.
You
know that other $1,000 per family that we were supposed to get? That's where that that's where that 617 million come from.
Yo, when I was at work today and I said that was going on, that it took money, there was one of the waitresses, she was standing over there, and she just yelled out, "That's fucking disgusting!" I was like, I got shook a little bit. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. You can't.
But yeah,
you have to really be careful at work when you're talking about.
I know. Me and my boy were just talking about it all day long. I didn't give a neither did he.
Yep.
And we'd help with that too. So, but like, yeah, I didn't give a shite. But I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm stating everything that I'm reading and hearing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we've come to the point in the show where we're not just pulling shit out of the air anymore.
Yeah.
Anything that comes through this camera or through this video, it was fairly checked out, reasonably checked out, where it actually came from a valid source. So don't think we're just pulling stuff out of our asses.
Now, what is a valid source?
I would say the AP, you know. The Associated Press is definitely a source. I think no matter how much you want to believe CNN is not a source, it is a source because they do check. They do what do they call fact checking? You know, anybody that does a fact checking is a source.
All right,
reasonably.
You see, this has always been my question. It's like, every time I talk to a Trump supporter today, except, you know, my boy at work, he was like, it's all fake news. I was like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I've always wanted to know what exactly is fake news to a Trump supporter.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's real or what's fake?
Anything that's not positive to the Trump administration is fake news.
Okay, but I've always seen every single newscast place, whatever, criticize Trump. You know what I'm saying? So I think I want to call a Trump supporter and name off news sites and let him tell me if it's fake news.
Okay,
or not.
Let's do that.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Shit?
That sounds like a plan. That sounds interesting. Is that your phone right there?
All
right there.
Don't worry, the weed didn't kick in. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so I already talked to the Trump supporter earlier.
Oh, beautiful.
And I told him what I'm going to do right quick. So he's, you know what I'm saying? He's riding along. You know what I'm saying? This is my dog, so I ain't going to say no names. You know what I'm saying? Unless he wants it to. And if we going to keep going, it's up to him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to in no way disrespect my dog. It's my brother. You know what I mean? But I'm going to just, I told him I want yes or no. Fake news or real news. Okay. That's how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting. Because I've been waiting for a point of view from somebody, from a Trump supporter.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, of course you do. Okay. It's my brother.
Oh, okay. Right on.
And there's news things on here that I ain't never even heard of. If they sound too crazy, like shut the up, I'ma just pass it.
Yeah.
But I got a general list right here.
Okay.
Of news.
And now, are those people considered reliable sources? Are those considered real news? Are those considered what?
That's what I'm saying.
In the mainstream world, I'm talking.
In the mainstream world, these are all the news stations we know.
Okay,
of.
good enough.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Are we gonna reach out and touch someone?
Ahora. You know what? I'm gonna FaceTime this nigga so I can see, so he know what's cracking.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me he's bailed on us.
Oh my God. I fell asleep.
I really couldn't talk about Trump tonight. I was having a period.
He's like, you know what? I thought about it and fuck you, all right?
Exactly. Fuck you and your non-Trump supporters.
We're called, I think he said we're called lefties. Look at this nigga right here, didn't? Oh my God. I'm gonna give him a couple minutes.
Okay, give him a couple. Maybe he's in the John.
That's, you know what I'm saying. Maybe
got his phone on the patio or something like that.
You know what I'm saying. But shit, I told this nigga, I said 8:30.
But we called him out. We're gonna call him out tonight. We're gonna be like, what happened, eh?
You know.
¿Qué se dice?
Nah, that's my dog. Maybe he walking the dog or something like that.
We won't call him out.
Yeah,
we'll be gentle.
But
We're
if
gentle,
that happens,
we
gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that'd be pretty dope.
That'd be pretty dope.
You know what I'm saying? Do you got a Trump supporter you want to call?
No, I do not. It's bad enough we very rarely talk as it is these days.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Last thing I need to do is
does
you could say a family member, the family member that we're talking about that we have in mind.
Then so politics does some crazy things. It can drive a little line in relations and even family.
Well, because you know what, you grow up thinking that you know somebody, you know, and then somebody comes along, you know, like Trump, and changes everything you thought you knew about a person. You know, it's so bizarre because, you know, these are people that are in law enforcement and you know, saving lives and being dignified and believing in truth and honesty and justice. And here they are sticking up for somebody that's just the opposite of all that. I don't get it. I haven't got it from the beginning. I will probably never get it. I need somebody to explain it to me. Definitely. I do need somebody to explain it to me. And I think that person that you were trying to call would probably help with the whole explanation of it. Unless he himself does not understand why he is a Trump supporter. And I think there's a whole lot of people out there that don't understand why they're Trump supporters.
I'm getting a lot of I was wanting this country to go a certain way, and when this guy came along, he was the one that was bringing us in that direction. And they like the outspokenness of him. This is what I've been told today, because, you know, my boy overheard me talking to my brother on the phone about doing this, and so then, you know, he went into it. And these are the things that he was saying, you know what I'm saying, and saying how everybody loved Trump before he ran for president. Because it wasn't until he became president that he was racist. That he realized that everybody because he was taking pictures with here and there.
They're still Trumpers. So the problem is you never turned against him. Why haven't you turned against him?
Me?
No, the person that's a Trumper. You know, because they're saying that he didn't become racist until after he took over office. So why are you still a Trumper?
Well, I guess his argument was saying that this is what's being said about him. This is what's being said about him until all of a sudden he became president. Now all of a sudden he's racist, right? So I'm like, all right. So then he wanted to try to point out the little remark, the remark made, you know, about when the whole Charlottesville thing came about.
They're all good people.
Yeah, and they're saying that video was edited by the media or whatnot. So I'm like, all right, still that's still a lot of the stuff that we get. But I said I I can't believe that, and I can't believe this. Like, I have to find out everything for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think in real life? Okay, there's probably there's somebody on the Trump team that's always recording everything on film. It's just part of it's just part of history.
That was my argument, and I said, it's easy to rebuttal these things. It's easy, if it just because it bothers you, regardless, you still need to do this for the American people.
And if you're going to come out with a story that, this was cut by the right wing media or whatever, you know what? Show me the original then. Pull up the original. It's got to be somewhere because you know what? The media doesn't own everybody's tapes. So come on, show me the goddamn tape. Otherwise, shut your mouth.
It's bugged out. I think.
And I'm being a little harsher about it because we've been through so much with this liar. He is a liar. He's nothing but a liar, a con man, whatever you want to call him, a charlatan, whatever the hell you want to call him. We've been through so much with him. It's at the point where it's already shut up. It's like, shut up. We're not even going to discuss it. He is what he is. Shut the fuck up. Everybody knows it. That's what we're up to. That's where we're at as a country.
I got confused. Did you call him a charlatan or Adirondacian? Or is that what they call them? Adirondacians?
Yikes. I don't know which route you're going.
I keyed.
So, I mean, the whole thing about being, they stole this election from him. They may have stolen the election from several people in the last few years, but nobody has fought the system. Nobody is willing to break the system. That we just showed the system works. Probably the most secure election in history just went down. Not only was it being monitored by us, but the rest of the world was monitoring this election because it was very important. If the United States doesn't have a democratic system, nobody will. But it's like, come on, man.
I know what the he better know better.
You always got so much to say. Come out and say it.
He better fucking know better. He know I ain't gonna play him or nothing. So he better answer this fucking phone.
But listen, in actuality, I think the whole the Trump movement has gone downhill. People are worried about the next 4 years, about what he's going to do with his money and with his clout.
His new radio, his new TV station.
I don't think he's got any clout. What he's making the country go through right now, he doesn't have any clout. So.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people pissed him. Motherfucker, you. A lot of people mad at him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess a lot of politicians because he's not, doing the politician thing.
Well, because, even the politicians, everybody that thought they Very nice, very nice.
Hello, welcome to Making Noise in the Kitchen podcast. It's your boy Carlo Banga. What's going on?
Yo, what's up?
Chilling, brother. What you doing?
Up? This is Mario Mara, the governor, the senator.
How you living?
All right, what's going on?
Chilling, man. You busy?
Nah.
You got a couple of minutes for our show here?
What's that?
You got a couple of minutes for our show here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Bet. Now check this out. Like, you my brother, and I know you are a strong Trump supporter. Like I spoke with, you know what I'm saying? So I have this thing where I'm gathering like information and things like this, and I want to find out exactly what is fake news and what isn't.
Okay.
All right. So like I have a list of news, little whatever the hell you want to call them, news outlets, and if it's news, you just say news. If it's fake news, you say fake news. All right. Bet.
All right. Now, is this based on your beliefs or is this based on the president's beliefs?
This is my beliefs, but
as just a Trump supporter, your beliefs as a Trump supporter.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
Word up. Okay.
Very cool.
All right. So there's like a lot of other bullshit on. I ain't gonna listen. All right. So check it out. Number one, New York Magazine.
New York Magazine?
Yeah.
News?
Okay. Let's see. AP.
What is that?
AP. Associated Press.
Associated Press?
Yeah.
Fake news.
Okay.
That was what? I'm sorry.
Fake news.
Okay.
Okay. New York Post.
Fake news.
Al Jazeera.
Which one?
Al Jazeera.
I'm not familiar with that news.
That one, yeah, that's that overseas news. Anyway,
Nice.
the New York Daily News.
New York Daily News. That's fake news as well.
Washington Post.
Washington Post is definitely fake news.
Okay. MSNBC.
Fake news.
Fox News.
They're hit or miss. I'm gonna go with fake news too.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting.
Let's see.
PBS.
CBS?
No, PBS.
Oh, PBS. Fake news.
Okay. What about routers?
That's another one I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the. I guess routers is overseas, right? Yeah.
How about Bloomberg?
Bloomberg? That's fake news.
Political.
Political?
Yeah, that's shit. Never mind. NPR.
Nice.
NPR. Which one's that?
The one on the radio that we listen to all the time. Just like talk radio on the
Yeah, it's like talk radio.
Talk radio?
Yeah.
Who's the host?
Shit, there's a bunch of hosts.
Yeah, tell me the
But there are
car
a bunch
show.
of
They got
Trump,
that car show.
supporting motherfuckers on there. I'll tell you that.
They got a car show that's very popular. That a couple of guys come on. They've been doing it for like 40 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on with NPR. You got
Yeah,
you
it's
got
a
to
good
peep
station.
them out.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, they don't really follow them. But
All right. So when you want to get news, where do you go?
Newsmax.
Newsmax.
Where? What? That's online.
No, it's on cable.
Like Cable Vision?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I never even heard of that
Never
shit.
heard of it either. It's probably up north.
Yeah.
It's
Word
probably,
life. Word
news,
life.
Yeah, news thing through up north through the cable companies.
All right. Yeah, because I had asked another Trump supporter there, is one of my homeboys, and he gets a lot of his stuff from YouTube. What do you
Right.
like? Would you go? I mean, it depends on where on YouTube.
Well, there was another question
Yeah,
we were.
I mean, like, I listen to a lot of Dan Bongino. You know, and like I said, like Fox News is got some hit or miss people.
How about Rush?
I like Tucker Carlson. I mean, he kind of tells how it is.
You ever heard of Tim Pool?
Tim Pool. It sounds familiar.
He has a thing called the Timcast.
No.
How about Rush?
You like Rush Limbaugh?
Some of the stuff.
Okay.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. Like what I
Well, there's some questions that we're constantly asking ourselves, and we're always trying to be open minded about things, but we're always willing to find out and have other people talk to us just to hear their opinions, and trying to again keep an open mind. And one of my questions that I go over time after time after time is how I don't understand the attraction. I don't understand the whole Trump attraction, especially when he can't tell the truth. He has a hard time about telling the truth. Has a hard time about understanding people's pains and realities. He's having a hard time. He has a hard time relating to people because he doesn't understand where people are coming from in general.
I guess when you're that rich though, you can never understand that.
Yeah, I mean, with an open mind, I agree with that, but I do also think that he understands what this country needs, and he's put this place, the United States, into a better place. Which within his 4 years of being in office, he's got a lot of supporters from Americans, Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, gays. He has support all around the country, and everything. A lot of things are being covered up by the media, whether it's Facebook.
Oh no, we definitely understand. I think we definitely understand that he's got a lot of supporters because he's got almost 50% of the population on his side. So he's got definitely he's got half the country on his side. So we understand that he's got a lot of supporters. The problem that I'm having with him as a president, as a leader, as somebody that's supposed to take charge of a situation, is that it's everybody else's fault. It's never his fault for nothing, It's never his fault. He never admits to being wrong. We're all wrong at one time or another. Just because you're president of the United States, you can't, you can admit that you were wrong at one point or another.
Right. But it would have to be in what instance you're talking about. Like you said, everybody's wrong, But to sit there and say that most Democratic parties say that he hasn't done anything for this country, and that we're in a worse recession than we are now, and we weren't until the coronavirus hit. The country was doing great. He brought jobs back to America. He had American people working. So it's not like they turn around and they say, "Oh, well, this is what Trump's done." That's not what he's done. He was handed something that wasn't so great and had to make it work. Instead of running the country like a politician, he ran the country like a business, the way it should be ran.
Well, but that's the problem. But that's the problem. You can't run the country like a business because it's not. It's a country. You're talking about people's lives. You're not talking about numbers. That's the only difference, and that's a huge difference.
100%. But at the same aspect, we do need to have that little bit of change where, yes, it is a country. It needs to be run like a country, but these Democrats are trying to take away our God-given rights.
I just want to say, my own family members. I have family members that are devoted Trumpsters. Okay.
Right.
His brother.
Back when exactly. Back when Barack was in office, everybody was crying, "Do not vote for Barack. He's going to take away your weapons. He's going to take away your health care. He's going to take away everything." None of that ever happened. There's nobody in this country that wants to take away your weapons or your right to be who you are. It's not going to happen. America will not let that happen. It doesn't matter who's in office. America will not let that happen.
No,
so we can't depend on one person to protect us. It's not going to happen.
Hey, I really like the way this conversation directed itself. Like, I just wanted to see a list of fake news and shit, and this is pretty tight. Hey, real quick question too, brother. So New York Times, what about that?
The New York Times?
Yeah.
I don't read it. I'm gonna have to call fake news.
Okay. All right, cause there's an article out right now. Hey, you didn't donate no money to this motherfucker, did you?
No.
You didn't donate no money to Donald Trump's campaign, did you?
No.
All right, hell yeah, thank God. I know you better than that.
Good for that.
I know
Good
that's
for
my
that.
nigga. That's my nigga. No, but I'm saying because they're saying this nigga took all that money and split it between his family.
Really?
So,
$617 million. We're getting $600 in stimulus. He stole $617 million and spread it between the family. This is Jared Kushner saying these things. This is not me. This
his
is
son-in-law
not the Associated
snitching.
Press. This is not anybody else. This is his son-in-law snitching because he doesn't want to do any time.
man, they better kill that nigga.
So things are just so ugly. It gets to a point where you're just so disgusted in the system and the way things are happening. We need a change. We need a breath of fresh air.
100%. I agree upon that. You know.
And that's the cool thing, I think that's what America's about. Is about, sitting down with somebody that doesn't agree with you and coming to points where you do agree. You know?
Right, absolutely.
I mean,
100%.
I remember you guys trying to steal beers from the freezer downstairs. Listen, I've been there with you guys. I know.
Hey, bro, you know that Juan is a Trump supporter too?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. Good to have him on board.
Oh, look at it. Both these niggas gonna kill me now. Look at this shit.
Like I said, I'm a big Trump supporter. I like the way he ran things. Do I agree with some of the things he done and the way he speaks? Not always. I do like the fact that he tells you and America how it is and what needs to be done. The whole thing with the border wall, I think was a bit ridiculous. Didn't need to be done. I think you just need to step up your
all 14 miles of it
out there.
But the other thing I used to tell my family member was, what do you tell your kids? What do you tell your kids, your daughter? That this is a person that's talking about grabbing women's private parts, and what do you tell your daughter? What about this person? I mean,
nothing about that.
Well, but is that fair? I mean, is that fair? You're not giving her a full story then.
You're censoring the president.
You're censoring the president, exactly.
Maybe I might be a little bit.
So I asked and I tell her, where's the religious right? Everybody that was so against everything that's morally wrong. Where is the whole religious right when it comes to Trump? Nobody has ever said anything about him and him and women and him the way he treats women and the way he.
I'm gonna touch on two things. Before, 'cause I can't have Nick on here all night. But I'm going to touch on two things. The religious right ain't said nothing about Trump because he knows about aliens. That's number one, because that's going to ruin religion. All right? And number two, I had to have a talk with my son about being careful going outside and yelling, having attitudes with Karens, because this nigga does have an attitude. And I was scared because, like, I told him Karen's husband can come out and shoot your ass.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's very possible.
You know what I mean?
Karen acts like that. How does her husband act?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, it's like, man, all I say is gotta be careful out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, 100%. And, I mean, without a doubt. I mean, people, this America is not like it used to be. You know what I mean?
For real.
You have a lot of sensitive, overwhelmed people right now, and people have, like, a fuse that's a tiny fuse, and can be sparked by any little thing, any gesture. You could be completely nice to somebody, and they could totally be outrageous.
You know what I'm saying? Makes me want to move back to the hood where it's safe.
Yeah. You're not kidding.
This is America, and its finest will always,
we grew
supersede.
up. Yeah, we grew up different. We grew up different from these kids out here right now, yo. These kids are snitching on themselves and everything. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. There's no loyalty.
Yep.
There's no stick by your guns.
No.
There's nothing anymore,
Nope.
Everything's just give me, this is what I want. If you don't give it to me, I'm going to throw his shit.
Well, and again, and I hate to go back.
Yeah, Dan, brother, Dan, you just described somebody. You just described your president, son. I mean, this nigga ain't getting his way. He got in a hissy fit right now.
Like, wait a minute, that just described somebody.
Oh, shit. Anyway, brother, man, I can't keep you all, but I got to cook this food right now for this podcast. But, yo, I'm going to show you what's up, man.
All right, man.
Hey, good looking
man,
out.
It was good talking to you, too. Definitely. We got to do it again.
Absolutely. Fellas, have a great night.
Definitely. You too, brother. I'll hit you up in a little bit. All right, later.
Right on. That was very cool. That worked out perfectly. See, it doesn't get to all crazy
And
violent.
you know what I'm saying? And he kept it.
Isn't that a White House meeting? Isn't that a White House meeting where people are screaming at each other and stuff? You know?
You know what I'm saying? That was tight though. Yeah, it was a good little overview of things. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
And that's a neutral, calm, interaction with a Trump supporter. Exactly. You know what I mean? Just imagine the psycho motherfuckers out there. Exactly. I mean, my brother is psycho too, but he ain't. You know what I'm saying? But
he ain't
like
super psycho.
You know, yeah, he ain't.
Just psycho.
Yeah. His "Make America Great" hat again was made in China.
Exactly. It was made in Mexico.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Hey, but that's my brother. Good looking out, brother. You know.
Hey, right here.
Tonight is a little special for the senator. Your choice of what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of coincided well with what I'm doing. And head chef at my restaurant will laugh about this because everything that I've been doing at school and at work and in real life has all been like, you know what I'm saying? Last week for school, I had to make a creme brulee. We doing creme brulee at work all the time. This week for school, I got to do an over easy, over hard, scramble, quiche Lorraine. I do all that at work. And so you wanted mussels. And I figured, this is we making a couple menus for Making Noise in the Kitchen that's going out. One menu that's made now, that's done, that's out, that's gonna be out there is a group party menu, and we have menu A, menu B, menu C, and it starts all like barbecue, home style, and then high end, all depending on your pockets and how you want to do this or how you trying to impress people. You know what I'm saying? So now. On top of that, we also have an intimate menu that's coming out. Scheduled for the 2 people or 3 people, but it's made for like a date night at home, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Food that's quietly made while you're just doing your thing for whatever kind of purpose, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So this right here is something that could be on that.
While you're getting your groove on in the living room, we'll be in the kitchen whipping a meal that's,
you know what I'm saying?
Be unforgettable. You
know what I mean? And then while you're eating, dessert is there getting ready as well. But tonight what we're doing is we're making a mussels. It's a mussels dish. This is a lot of people have mussels wine based and things like that. This is wine based, but it also has a tomato in there with the cheese. I'll explain everything to you, and it's gonna be served on linguini. Very simple, easy to make at the crib. Check it out.
Cool.
We got that butter in the pan going. We're gonna throw shit ton of garlic, because that's how we like it.
Oh, we like the garlic. We like the garlic.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to throw some shallots in here.
Some shallots. I've been smelling them all night, and they're delicious. Get it in my eye now.
I like I did. Oh, Paul. All right. I'm going to throw some cherry tomatoes in there.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And our Kalamata olives.
Kalamata olives, huh? Very pretty, very tasty.
Delicious olives.
Got some good taste to them.
And I'm saying, I know a lot of people don't like olives and all that weird shit. You don't gotta. This is the only way I actually eat a cooked olive right here.
Really? And, I love myself some olives.
We got some red pepper and slap your mama seasoning.
Don't slap their mamas too hard.
You gotta make some Making Noise in the Kitchen seasoning.
Making what?
Making Noise in the Kitchen, in the cocina seasoning.
Isn't that www.makingnoiseinthekitchen.com, where you can see where all these recipes are coming from?
Too sorry.
Nice.
A little bit of salt.
A little dash will do you. That's a little more than a dash.
Yeah, you know.
A little paprika.
Some pepper. Move that thing. God, I got scared.
Thought you ran out of gas.
Thought that thing was dying. I mean, I'm probably running out of gas, yeah. Feels like that's about So we might have to transfer this party.
All right.
So we want high heat to kind of. We want high heat on this to kind of get like a little scald on the bottom. Mm-hmm. So this way, when I deglaze with the wine, I'm getting all that flavor. Goodness, you know what I'm saying? There is some heat. I'm gonna throw these mussels in there.
All right. So once it gets to a certain heat, it's boiling away. It's got some goodness at the bottom. We're gonna add our mussels. The mussels go in, stirred well. Nice stir. Get them in there. Get them in that goodness. Bring that to a boil.
So now with the steam from all that and the heat, it's now they're gonna start opening up a little bit, and then I'm gonna blast it with the white wine, and that's gonna get it to open up.
Are you gonna torch it?
Nah.
No.
Not this time.
I can't wait though. They have smell-o-vision, where I can send this goodness out to the people. When you could be like, oh, I can smell it.
Oh, look, they opened.
Oh, you see what I'm saying?
All right. So now at this point, throw that wine.
Well, now we're gonna throw that wine in there. He says. Bleep, 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 bleep. Whoa, Nelly. Okay, about 3/4 of the bottle. About a half a bottle.
Yeah, about half a bottle.
About a half a bottle was just in there.
Alcohol, about half a bottle.
Let that alcohol do what it does.
Alcohol cook off. You're gonna see the wine start bubbling. Like there's gonna be a lot of bubbles.
Right.
And that's telling you that there's still alcohol in that thing.
All right.
So let the bubbles calm down a little bit, and then start adding
so you
your
see the
other
bubbles
shit.
Smoke away the alcohol.
Yeah, you know.
Steam away the alcohol.
Let it cook off, because then it's gonna be all bitter and all that, and it's gonna be weird. You know what I'm saying?
We don't want it to be weird.
Yeah. Well, that shit that tastes good.
Tastes good. Not
weird. Man. Yeah. Right. Make a noise in the kitchen, bitch.
But anyway, folks, I hear them mussels. You hear the mussels? Look at that. That sounds delicious. You know it's going to be goodness. You can smell the goodness in the air. Smell the goodness in the air.
Well, all right. Sound like Bert and Ernie out this motherfucker.
Yikes. That's what mussels do to me. I tell the guy.
Get you singing.
I tell the guy, is it true what they say about them mussels? He's like, what did they say? And then I said something. What did I say? I said, the mussels make you strong like bull. And he was like, yeah, that's what they say.
He was like, yeah. How many you want?
Take your muscles and get the out of here.
Oh my God. That's
trying to be a funny guy.
That's something that you should have said at like the Asian supermarket or something. You know what I'm saying? Then it would have flew over really well.
It was just as bad here.
All right, look at that. You see the bubbles? You see the bubbles over here that I was talking about? Them bubbles?
Them bubbles are disappearing.
Let them fucking, you know. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then you're going to take, right after the wine, and them bubbles go away, that's when you're going to grab your chicken stock. Warm chicken stock, please. So I put that shit on there. Don't add anything cold to something that's boiling. Then you just stop the cooking process, and you're going to have to start all over again, all right?
That is quite true.
Chicken stock.
In the closet.
I got it. Send it.
Yeah, we're adding some warm chicken stock. Adding right to the goodness.
Move it around.
Move it around like you just don't care.
You know?
Shake it, don't break it though.
Let it come up to a little boil. All right, so now you put your chicken stock in there. Now you want to grab yourself a little bit of crushed tomatoes.
Some crushed tomatoes are gonna go in. It's a little splash of color, a little deliciousness.
Move it around. Get it all incorporated well.
Oh, get it all incorporated well. He's saying, work that stock in there. Work that wine. Stir those flavors together. Marinate them to.
You don't want to OD too much. much on the chicken on the tomato sauce.
Not too much tomato sauce. Not too much crushed tomatoes.
Right. You don't want it like totally swampy red.
Right.
You want the like almost like kind of like Manhattan clam chowder. Mm-hmm. You want to like that kind of consistency. You know what I'm saying?
All right, right on.
All right. So then you let that thing move, and then finally your final product is your grated cheese. This is gonna add the extra flavor and a little bit of texture that you want to see.
Right.
Make sure your linguini's already boiled, and then y'all watch plating.
Beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Look at this beauty. Look at this. Holy moly.
A little bit more of that cheese.
It's just plain beautiful.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. As simple as that.
Simple as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take a picture of that goodness. Steam rolling off those mussels.
Shoot, I mean, y'all see what it is. We gon' eat this. I'm gonna have him taste test this, and then we gonna come back in a minute with the results. Make a noise in the kitchen.
I'll let you know if I would pay for this or not.
So yeah, I mean traditional Italiano.
Quick, fairly quick, right? I mean, you put that meal together fairly quick. I mean, you pre-cooked the pasta, of course.
Yeah, make it easy, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, a lot of people can do that. Like, y'all don't realize, y'all boil some pasta, and then once it's done, put it underneath some cold water to stop it from cooking. Pour oil on it, some olive oil on it so it don't stick together, and bag it up. Bag up 7-ounce bags, 5-ounce bags, and you got pasta for days.
Yeah, you got a couple of servings there. Boom.
Yeah, man.
Good to go.
Hell yeah.
So,
but yeah, that's something that we cook at the restaurant usually, but it doesn't have linguine. Linguine, I did that, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so at least we have some substance or something like that. But
we used to do the mussels and linguine and clam sauce.
Yeah.
Mussels and clam sauce and linguine.
Yeah. Well, this one at the
serve
job, we serve it in a double bowl with some toasted bread.
Right.
And some cheese on that thing.
To get up that goodness.
Yeah, and call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
This was delicious. I appreciate you busting that out for me. It was a good tasty meal, and I know our audience enjoyed it thoroughly.
All day. So,
and again, you could have this at home. You just got to give us a buzz, drop us a line. Let us know. Go check out our menus. Go check out the menu on Making Noise in the Kitchen, www.makingnoiseinthekitchen.com.
Yeah, for real.
Go check out the restaurant. Go check out the tools. All good cooks need tools. Go check them out. Pick yourself up something for Christmas. Pick somebody else up for something for Christmas. We got some specials going on, so go check them out.
And straight up, you spend over $20, it's free shipping at the store. You know what I'm saying? So get yourself a bunch of things. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe on this video so this way we can keep giving you more of this.
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying, show you some some things and just have fun with you. You know what I mean? And the menus are gonna be on our Instagram page soon. So check those out. If you got a corporate party or whatever that you want to get done up, or if you got something like a backyard to get together type of thing, holla at us. You know what I mean?
Now, Don Perignon usually does all the cooking, but if you want us to go and cook, I will be cutting up some vegetables. I will be helping him out in the kitchen, and
this nigga like he don't know how to cook. He been doing this thing.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
You gotta be like, you gotta do it. You can't be scared to making noise in the kitchen.
Not at all.
Right?
Not at all.
You gotta be ready to make noise in the kitchen.
Oh, and with the high-end menu on menu 3, we gonna add a drink in with that as a little feature to to a little gift for y'all for getting that high-end menu. Exactly. But we'll have like a seasonal drink that will go with the dish or with the dessert.
Fresh that's in the,
you know what I mean?
In the house now.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be tight, but check us out for real.
You know
what I mean? Shoot.
And I guess any Subway stories?
Oh snap! Oh snap! Let's see what I thought I had some like a little bit of little something something. Oh yeah. Subway
Subway
stories,
story.
motherfucker.
Yay.
Hey. So yeah, I mean, I got a Subway story considering we was talking to my brother, you know what I mean? And it kind of brings me back. It is another essence of making noise in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? And how like I really started, well, like I found the cooking thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I never growing up when I was in school and things of that nature, it was never like when you know the yearbook came and they were like, "Oh, what you want to be when you grow up?" I was like, "I want to be the illest chef in the world." I never said that shit.
Right.
I said dumb shit. I think I said like I wanted to be a lawyer or something like that. I wasn't thinking about that shit. I had a weird punk ass stepfather that was a cop, and I was like, "Oh, I want to be a police officer." Yeah, until I found out they was crooked. Anyway,
Exactly.
so I changed my outlook after that, but then I started noticing the art was a thing, and art was my serious like outlet or whatever. So I was like, "Yo, I want to be a rapper." Like I was going hard on trying to be that, and you know,
throw
of
up a little
course.
sample. Flash a little sample for the audience. Don't be selfish now. Always thinking about yourself, not the audience.
You want a little sample?
A little sample, come on.
A little
You
quick
got a
sample?
little something in there. In your bag of tricks over there.
Yeah, I got a
Your
little
computer
something.
of tricks.
All right, this was supposed to come out off of the Pen mixtape, and this is called "Running Back to You."
Right on. Cheer it up.
Yeah.
Absolutely badass man.
Yeah, man.
We can't be giving it all to them. Come on, now. Let's cut that loose.
Yeah, because there's an ending on this right here, but I'm gonna let that chill. You could get the bonus when I release this thing right here.
You can, is that online? You got that online for these people?
Nah, you see, this is the album that got lost. You know what I'm saying? My computer crashed. So like, I started this whole rap thing, you know what I mean? And I was really going hard at it. And I had made a mixtape, which was Bread. That's on thatpiff.com. You could go back and see that. That was years ago. And then after that, I made a mixtape called AWOL. AWOL was the one that, like, everybody started seeing, like, yo, this nigga right here got some bars. Like, I was really going at it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I started doing shows. I opened up for Freeway. I opened up for Obi Trice. I've opened up for a lot of people. Of course, my major one was the Locks. That was like a bucket list thing for me right there. I actually fucking did that, and it hurt at the same time doing that show because I had nobody there. You know what I'm saying? So like nobody really could witness this shit with me.
Right.
It was just, you know what I'm saying?
You, yeah.
Like the niggas that I had with me that was doing the music thing with me. But I mean, they ain't with me now, so it shows like, you know what I mean, what kind of relationship that was, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like I was doing that, and because of that relationship with them too, I kind of deteriorated me like focusing on the music thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So which takes me to the beginning of this Subway Stories is my brother that we spoke to earlier, you know what I'm saying? Me moving into a white neighborhood, this was my homeboy, like this was my dog, like everybody else. I'm going to schools where they're calling me nigger and everything, you know what I'm saying? And this was my dog, you know what I mean? So that's why it's kind of like a funny thing.
Double-edged sword.
To be a Trump supporter, and then this is my dog that's been there from day one. Like, we're brothers, you know what I'm saying? But his father was the one that really showed me that food is delicious.
Right.
You know what I mean? Before that, I was a very picky eater until I went to his house. I was eating these things. And I mean, living in New York, you know, the food over there is crazy. But to go to these places on the street and have that food is one thing. But then to go to your best friend's house and have that food cooked there, it was like, oh, shit.
Well, and we all know how Italians are. They're like, hey, come over here, taste this, eh?
You know what I'm saying?
This is good for you, eh?
And this was a single father raising 3 of his sons with his grandfather there, you know what I'm saying? And, like, he took me in.
Yeah, it was like my neighbor. They were Italians, and they loved me.
Yeah.
And they treated me like one of the family.
But within that house, I don't know how much they all realize I've gained so much. My brother's brother, Mike, Nick's brother Mike was the artist. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, like,
names.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't offending nobody. He was the artist. He's the one that got me into, like, showing me all this that I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then his other brother Chris with the cars and the sense of humor and shit.
Influence,
you know what I'm saying? I seen all that. The Muay Thai that was learned over there. Everything that was, you know what I'm saying? The brotherhood. Right. I learned all that shit. And so I never strayed from none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that's kind of like all I had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like I knew in some way, shape, or form I have to be an artist, but I never put cooking into that art category.
Right.
Until
it definitely is.
Yeah, it really is. You know what I'm saying? And it took a long time of abuse and just the headaches and just opening up my eyes to see that this is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? And like if there's any kind of calling that I believe wholeheartedly, strongly in myself, is like you can't tell me shit about cooking and you can't tell me shit about rapping. You know what I'm saying? Just the art. Anything like that, you can't tell me shit about it. It's like, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And the aggressiveness within my cooking and everything like that, as you can see, got me out of the Republican clinic. And I really don't give a because that place wasn't for somebody like me. And in the future, if you trying to work over there and if you're trying to be a chef with art, just get far the away from there because drown you to the ground too. You know what I'm saying? But
they're not looking for art. They're looking for
just looking
fast food.
And not even that. Not even that. They just looking to jerk each other off because it's just a corporate world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't, they give the only thing they care about is the aesthetic of things. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the flavors or anything like that. And me being in this new restaurant where I'm at now, I learned like that's the one thing. They want consistency. They want everything that I was screaming for at the Republican Clinic.
Right.
And so like now I'm leading in that direction. And so the Subway story was basically just showing you that
brotherhood.
Yeah, that brotherhood, and regardless, you could be a fucking Trump supporter all you want. I don't give a fuck, but I still love you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And it's just. It is what it is, and like without that fam, y'all wouldn't have much of this. You know what I'm saying?
And I definitely do not know him as long as Don Perignon does, but definitely becomes part of the family very quickly and easily. Good guy.
Straight up. But yo, there's a lot more crazy Subway stories. Of course, I could tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna tell y'all some crazy shit tonight. I still could.
Well, it's almost Christmas. We should leave that for
after New Year's
to unravel for another night.
Oh yeah, we got some New Year's Eve stories for that ass. You know what I'm saying? And then I have to talk about the story of when I almost got killed again because that happened on New Year's too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But show you where this.
Well, we have a couple of funny Christmas stories.
Yeah, we should.
Family getting blown up and all kinds of stuff.
I was gonna talk about that last time when my mama got blown up and on Christmas at Bear Mountain.
His mom and my sister checking to see if the flame was on.
Sunday we will speak. This next coming up podcast is when we're gonna talk about the blow up.
Exactly. Talk about the beautiful lights.
This is gonna be a funny one.
But until then, you know where you need to go, right? You need to go check out what?
www.makingnoiseinthekitchen.com. You spend over $20, you will get free delivery. You know what I'm saying? Buy shit for you and yours. Also, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Press the notification bell so this way, whenever we release some new shit, that shit goes straight to your phone and it tell you, hey, Banga and the Senator got some things going on. You know what I'm saying? Check out our Instagram page. Follow us. You know what I'm saying? Comment whatever you like to see. You know what I'm saying? But follow us on the Instagram and DM us for any opportunities. And hit us up on the email, makingnoiseinthekitchen@gmail.com.
And you know what? You have a safe and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll be talking to you soon.
Happy Kwanzaa for all. You know what I'm saying?
Share the love. Share the love. It's the only thing we got out to give. And it's all yours.
Making noise in the kitchen.
Salud.
Bitches.